Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate. And the first thing that I gotta tell you is that I lied. I lied again. I can't help it. I was going through my nether stones actually, just trying to make a half-hearted attempt at trying to figure out which nether stones I have traits of. Because the game doesn't, at least not at this stage, let you search, like do a text search through your nether stones to see which ones you have. So I was like, okay, let me make a spreadsheet. And then as soon as I open it, I'm like, wow, I've got like 30 pages of these. And each page has like 20, I think, or like 17. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Almost 20. So I very quickly gave up on that, but while I had the game open, I couldn't resist the urge to fiddle around some more. And you know what? I'm just gonna quickly make the changes that I set out, well, that I decided to make. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually remove all of these barrels, and I'm gonna take the blacksmith. I'm gonna move it 1 square down. Now, why have I done that? It's because I feel like the blacksmith's original position was a little bit too far up top. Now it's a little bit more centered. Now it looks a little bit better, and I think now I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. And with it in this position, I don't think there's really any room for anything, any other objects around it, other than maybe something on the back wall. But I looked through all of the things that I could add, and the only thing that I would potentially add to the back wall is the arena weapon, like the weapon racks that I put in the arena. But and I really wanted to add these, but unless there's like a counterpart armor rack with the same effect, it would be weird to have just weapons and no armor. And the only other armor-related things I had didn't have the same effect on them, so, you know, reluctantly I've got to remove these. Well, reluctantly I cannot add them to the blacksmith. However, I am also going to remove them from the arena, because I completely forgot that, or I just never noticed that we have like dedicated arena banners. So obviously I was like, okay, we gotta add some of these to the arena, but I want to add them right at the end of the walls, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna move these portraits, and then I'm gonna add the arena banner. I'm gonna add it like this. Gonna add it like this. And then while I was looking at the banners, I also noticed that 4080, in fact not just 4080, but all of the gods have banners as well. And we have a room where we've used a lot of 4080s decorations. So we should throw in 4080's banner in this room. And the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna move this here. We're gonna move this board here. We're gonna add the 4080 banner right behind this table, and I really like the way that looks. Even the open pizza box partially obscuring it. I'm gonna leave it like that. And now I think this actually looks a bit more balanced, because it looks like, okay, this is the mad scientist with his notes on the wall, and then when he's taking a break, he goes off to the left and, you know, got his snack right there. And the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna move this. I'm gonna remove this. Actually, going to move the Tome of Credits to wherever it is and place it down like this. So now, instead of just random books that are really far away, it looks like Everett is reading the Tome of Credits, and I really like how that looks. The last adjustment we're going to make to balance out this room is we're going to move the rug so that it is in line with the table above, and also the entrance rugs to the side, and that also sort of puts it in the middle of these four things. And really liking how that has come out. So with that done, we're gonna exit decoration mode, and we're gonna appreciate the changes that were made. And I like the way it looks. One thing we could do is we could move the entire Enchantress to the side. Actually, there's no need to move the Enchantress to the side, because we can add the banner in the background. This is Erebus's banner. Yeah. That looks a little bit. You know what? It looks fine. We got the rug. We got the big rug. Then we got the banner, but maybe we move it one spot like that. There we go. Now it's just there in the background. It's still... This one I'm not sure about. We'll, and, like, this has to be all the way at the back because the bookshelf only looks good at the back. So we'll keep it like this. I guess we don't, strictly speaking, need the banner, but we'll see how it feels. We'll see how it feels. And if it feels like it's a little bit too much, then maybe what we do is let's move this off for now. Maybe we move the banner to the right. Or actually, what if we just move the entire Enchantress setup, to the right? Move the banner like this. I think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna work. So then remove the entire setup. And then, I guess, reluctantly, I'm gonna remove these paintings, because there's no longer space to have them. And I think this actually looks a little cozier now. You walk in, you got the banner, and her setup is sort of in the corner of the room, meaning there's even potentially room to add some other thing in the middle here. But for now, we'll leave it empty. we'll exit decoration mode because I have spent how long? 10 minutes have gone by, man. I think at some point I've got to acknowledge that I have a problem. Like, I'm addicted to decorating in this game. But I really do think this looks better. I think the blacksmith, almost in contrast with the aesthetic pieces we put here, looks nicer with how minimalist and Spartan it is. All we have is the sheet metal underneath and nothing else, very businesslike. And then you come here and you got a little bit more eye candy in the room. And having her stuff in the corner, I think, makes it look a little bit nicer. Makes it look a little bit more like it was built for her rather than her setup just being an object in the room. And having done that, at long last, it's time to finally get going. And let's finally let us see what we can accomplish in these next rounds. We're gonna try and go quickly, obviously, but that depends on how kind the game is gonna be to us. $4.19 is a decent bonus to bring into a random realm. Oh, heck. Let me just quickly close my browser, because I think maybe it's slowing things down a little bit. Yeah, I should have probably closed that before I started recording. Anyway, what do we check? This is a trash realm, so we're not going to be getting the candle kills done in this realm. And I'd rather not even fight. Fuck off, that's a protected enemy. What a horrible start to a realm. Absolutely. How many of these do we need? 15 isn't actually that much. We can get 15 done in any realm that isn't garbage, right? So let's just try and get out of this realm as quickly as we can, right? Already we got trash. Oh god, yep. Already we got some trash going on. Alright, let's pick up some stuff. We have to find a master. Tempted to not even fight the master, but it would be not prudent for us to leave any of these masters unkilled, and and just miss out on those lovely permanent bonuses. So let's take out the Pitworm Master. Let's take out the Pitworm Master. Gives us more Pitworm Mastery. Oh god, this is annoying. My god, please stop it. We like B and D. We did not get B and D, so we are sad. Dodge that enemy. And let's just go through the realm, see what we can make happen. Alright. 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 Yeah, grab that. Yoink this. Open all these chests. The sooner we can get to 50,000 chests opened, the sooner I can just never open another chest again. But for now, we gotta open every single one that we come across. You know what? I carefully dodged that protected elite, so let's run away before that guy catches on to our tricks. Alright. New realm? 358. Oh no, less indirect damage. That sucks, dude. So I don't even know if we're gonna get the candle kills done in this realm. We also have to donate wood. So we're gonna have to find wood first. Yeah. Dodge these objects because they give us treasure and nothing else, and I'd like to avoid treasure just because anything that gives us nether stones is then going to give us more work to do, basically. And most of the nether stones are going to be just not very useful. Anyways, talk to you, the Nyx Master. Yeah. Well, this is annoying. Will you fucking stop it, dude? Alright. Hey, look at that nether synthesis. Ready to hand in. I guess it's not that bad. We are about to get another favor rank as well. But I don't know when we're gonna come across the candle. If I come across the oh my god, sorry. If I come across the exit first, I'll just go for the exit. Because I think I will want to just go quickly through this realm, although this is good. This is very good. I have the Gorgon. What are enemies fused with, by the way? Clockwork. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Yeah, we should do this for it gives us not just favor, but 2 extra chests to add to our tally, even if sometimes it can, yeah, see, nether stones already starting to be an issue. Well, we do have to find buried treasures, so I guess we ain't done with this realm just yet. And we did hit rank 84, and that's nice. I want to check something. Let me go to... okay, I think it's in Codex, Blessings of the Gods. Let me look at the Regalis Blessings, because I want to check something. So, 85 is just Treasure Golem spawn chance. 90 is a realm unique bonus, and then 100 is another realm unique bonus. So the only notable bonuses we're gonna get, you know, which are which is gonna be different from realm to realm, are gonna be at 90 and then 100. So a lot to like, it's gonna take quite a bit to get there, but we'll get there eventually. There's so much of the game left to play. if nothing else, there are many characters with which we have to get a lot of a lot of realm quests completed. So who knows, by the end of that maybe we'll be at where we need to be. Alright, what do we need? Well, we need to find the buried treasure, but let's summon a few death and life. Let's do death, life, chaos. So let's do death. Sorry, chaos, death, and hey, we can also do some life. Let's do a bunch of you, and let's try and get some candle kills done, because we're gonna have to be walking around this realm looking for the oh well, this sucks. Maybe I messed up, picking the wrong thing. You know what? Let's just get it dealt with. Yeah, anything that debuffs our indirect damage is pretty horrible. Finding duplicate cards is fine, I guess. Okay, well, this was not that productive for us. Oh yeah, this is a bit of a problem. If enemies are surviving to the next turn, yeah, that's a huge problem. Only some of them are, it seems, though, so that's something, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, only those fortress enemies. I probably shouldn't have summoned these guys, because I know that they're known to be tanky. You know, it's sort of suggested by the name. They are fortresses. Really cool enemy concept. A lot of the enemy like creature types in this game are just conceptually very cool, but sometimes they can be annoying to fight. Alright, let's take you out. You out. That's one of those. 4 enemies left. Are all 4 of them close by? If so, I guess we'll quickly wrap up this, this objective, because why not? Just quickly get that done. Is the last enemy... Oh, where are you? Final enemy, reveal yourself. You're right by the exit, which is the most convenient place for you to be. Alright, now, we do have to head home, because there is a nether stone to destroy. Actually, there's probably going to be two nether stones to destroy. Well, actually, no, this one has a trait on it, so... Alright. I hope we're already running a raid mission. I hope we're already running a hunt mission. And it looks like we are. And we'll start another pilgrimage. Now, pilgrimages are going to be done with anybody who is at 83 or below. So now let's start a... Do we care about other projects? No, not really, and we're already doing everything else that we need to be doing, so I guess we can go back to training missions. Keep doing health training. let me remind myself where the Netherstone even was. So 349 is the one we need to look at, and then this one. Oh god. 329 is the one we need to crush. What? Oh no. What was it? That's not... Is it 339? God, no, it was 3 something. It was... Am I... What? Hang on a second. Where... I am losing my goddamn mind, dude. What? Whoa, what was... It was definitely something that ends with a 9. Cloudy Constitution. Okay. Why was I not able to find this? Let's take a look at this. This creature always says vulnerable. Your creatures with vulnerable gain more stats. And then... 343 was the other one. I thought that it was something that ended with 9, but maybe... Was it 329? Was it 328? Or have I just completely forgotten? It's possible that I'm just having a major brain fade. You know what? That's entirely possible. Let's just crush 343. Yeah, this is why we desperately need a better way of sorting our netherstones, like immediately upon picking them up. And I have to say, I love how this room has come together. The Tome of Credits being there is awesome. You can see all the credits for the people who helped or who contributed and added content to the game, or helped to add content, or like funded the adding of content. And we did this a while back, but I also really like the portal, you know, the effect where it looks like it's bursting out of the ground. All right. Oh, we need to start. There are no more projects to start. Okay. Whatever. Well, this looks like this is gonna be another slowish episode, just because more decorating at the start of the episode, and then completely losing the plot with those netherstones. I'm still... Again? Oh no, these guys were... Those guys were damage resistant because of their elite trait. Why are these guys tanky though? Is it a slime property that's responsible for that? Possibly. Yeah, there's no chance to resist damage in this realm, so not sure why our fermented hops is not killing them. Alright. Alright. Alright, take you out. Alright. Do a bit of this action. And we're gonna be hitting another favor rank. More resources from battles, sure. Boring bonus, but you know, it's fine. I think battles are... Oh, this guy. We've got to hit him. We got to hit him 20 times. Yeah, how can you have an enemy like this in the game? And an enemy like Morton at the Gate of the Gods, and then also have a thing with False Gods giving them like a 5% damage cap, where you turn False God fights into basically a repeat of this fight. Right? I feel like if you have a boss like this in the game, then that should be it. Nowhere else in the rest of the game ever should the concept of enemies having damage caps even be suggested, right? You've, like, I think of it, you know, any annoying troll thing that a developer might want to put in a game. I think of it as the equivalent of adding jump scares to movies, or like adding swear words to PG-13 movies. You only get once. You only get to do it once in your entire game, your entire movie, whatever it is. You only get to do it once. You don't get to do it an indefinite amount of times, right? Because that's a little bit not reasonable, you know? Ooh, and this is actually getting genuinely difficult to see because of the smoke. I kind of like it though. Oof, that smoke is thick. It's thick AF. Thick with the two C's at the end. I don't even know how that would apply to smoke, but that is the feeling I got, man. Okay, let's get this rolled for ourselves. Is there a reason to head back home? Not yet, because we don't have any, we have not yet killed our false god. And this seems like it could be, yeah, this is the kind of realm which I like, where we're killing enemies with the very first action that we do in every battle. And in a realm like this, it does generally behoove you to get into these extra battles as well, to collect extra favor with the gods. If that's the kind of thing you're interested in, getting more favor ranks with the gods, maybe you don't care that much. You can certainly do very well in the game without, you know, going out of your way to boost your favor ranks, but if that's the kind of thing you're into, if, like me, it's one of your completionist objectives to get all of the unique god bonuses, which you would only get by hitting favor rank 100 with all of them, then, you know, this is a pretty safe bet that when you find a good realm, really squeeze all the value out of it before you leave. Alright. Hit this. Hit this. Hit that. Go up to the left. Anything interesting here? Only a couple of chests. Anything interesting here? Well, we've learned that big chests don't actually count towards your chest total. So I'm actually not going to open this. Apologies if this offends you, but you know, I never did care that much about people's feelings, so, you know, even when I said apologies, I didn't really mean it, so suck it, I guess. Alright, let's get this done. Alright. Alright. Let's go here. Please stop it. Whoa. I didn't see... Man, that was a stealth netherstone. Like, I didn't see what rarity it was and whether we're gonna have to do something about it. It was 204. We are gonna have to do something about it. I'm gonna have to remember... Oh... Nearly ran headlong into a treasure golem, which we don't need to fight, so stay the hell away from me. Do we care about nether portals? Well, we don't, but we like to enter nether portals anyway, especially an awesome one like this. Frostbite Caverns is Azural. Muse is where we are right now. The Astral Gallery. And because I'm serious about not wasting my time, I'm not even going to talk to the other two. Again, if you are upset that I'm ignoring some of these non-essential encounters, then all I can say is you'll get over it. It'll be fine. Alright, let's take out this master to get a bit more mastery, and I guess let's hit this chest and then let's leave. Hopefully this treasure golem doesn't bother us. There we go. $352. Back in the torture and again, the game is giving us way too many riddle dwarves. We've already completed our objectives. Save it for when we need more of them. I shouldn't have hit that. Ooh, and I really should have gotten rid of my nether stone. Really should have gotten rid of my nether stone. So, this one as well. Thought that was going to be the master, but it turned out to be garbage. Speaking of garbage, we have S rank knowledge with every single creature that currently exists in the game. So, oh, I accidentally double tapped that candle and destroyed it. That is annoying. Whatever, it's fine. Let's get some more mastery with the Inquisitors. Take out some more dudes. Take out some more dudes. Where are these riddle dwarves, man? There should be 3 of them. You only need to talk to 2 of them. You don't even need to get their questions correct for this realm quest. Which makes sense, because if you had to get them right, and then if you got them wrong, you'd be soft-locked and... like, you'd have no way of leaving the realm. Gore Claws, I don't know, Chaos. See, that's the reason why I hate riddle dwarves, is because they can ask you questions like, ooh, which class is this spell? And there are dozens, if not hundreds, of spells in this game whose class you simply would not be able to guess from the name. In fact, there are some whose name is will actively point you in the wrong direction. Like, it'll make you think it's a death spell or like a nature spell, but it turns out to be something. Fuck off, man. Get the fuck out of here. See, this is why I don't like fighting these guys. It's not worth it. All we get is loot. We don't even want loot. Anyway. It's along in this direction. We're done. And I'm not even going to talk to that guy, because I'm serious about not wasting my time. I guess let's just grab this, destroy those nether stones. It was 204 and 260 something. Yeah. 204 and 260 something. I think it was 260 exactly, maybe. Yeah. Alright. Now, finally, we're at our first False God realm. 400 is a nice bonus. To take into this random realm, Mortem's realm, the Torture Chamber, and finally we get another exotic realm. I didn't take a look at how much Stardust we got out of that. I feel like being in this realm after a while gives me a bit of headache just because of how monochrome it is, and it's just like relentlessly red. And red, I think, is not a very soothing color to look at. I mean, it's artistically very evocative. I'm not gonna deny that. It's just not a. Yeah, it's just not a. It's not a soothing or calming color. If that's the only color on the screen, right? Right. What do we like? Ooh, we cannot make you immune to indirect damage. So I guess I'll take the other thing. Alright, this action. We will take the 70 buff. I'll take the spell damage immunity. Let's see if maybe we can reach another favor rank in this very realm. Ooh, this is definitely gonna help. In fact, now it is guaranteed that when we kill Mortem, it's gonna put us over the edge. Oh, fuck off. In fact, possibly before we even reach Mortem, we're gonna hit the favor rank, which is nice, because then that means we can start making progress towards the very next favor rank. There's always some sort of thing to be making progress towards in this lovely game. Now, where the heck is this portal? Obviously the portal was in the part of the map. It was to the east, and I looked to the west. But that's fine, because we got some of this stuff. Got some of this stuff out of it. The portal is also like a red object, so it's hard to notice. Kind of also blends in. Let's just get Mortem dealt with. What's up? Sorry, not Mortem. Saint Althea. Alright, again, we're just gonna... I guess all creatures ignore the effects of Blighted. Oof. That is a real double-edged sword. Your Guardian, these are the least useful ones. Damage an enemy, the enemy is healed for 20%. That's interesting. Probably wouldn't apply to indirect damage though. So let's just take High Tide. Alright, low level Netherstone. 6,500 reputation. We're actually getting pretty close to maxing out the bonuses for the Nature Guild. I think that's going to be the next major milestone for the series. Was there a nether stone that we had to get rid of? Look through the list. 359? When did I find that? Was that the nether stone that I was looking for? It's possible that this is the one that I was looking for. Astral Dimension on attack, not a bad thing, but ultimately not needed, not useful, because it's only on attack. And are you always gonna be attacking? Not always, right? Not always. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna do Saint Althea again, because I want to pick up that trait which says all creatures ignore Blighted, because that could be a useful thing to have. Because it seems like one of those things which radically changes the balance of the game, so there might be some niche build that just never wants Blight to ever happen. Not even to the enemies. Like, you know, some really specific build which relies on healing working specifically as intended for everybody. Yeah, I'm also gonna enjoy not having to roll this thing anymore, but for now, we're still rolling it. We're still rolling it. Alright, I don't know what your problem is, what you guys are fused with. Less damage taken, alright, that does explain it. I guess it's not that bad. Yeah, we're killing them with 2 instead of 1. Which is, I would say that's acceptable. Those agile dudes, I would rather dodge if I can. Hey, we finally completed a line of some kind. Okay, I guess they blighted themselves to death, so at least they made it relatively quick. Right. Alright, that's this round done. I want to check something. The Shadowbringer anointment. We only have one more Shadowbringer anointment left to take, by the way, which is Touch of Darkness, which we also could have taken, but there's a I think it's called Arrogance is Confidence. Your creatures with Blighted ignore the effects of this debuff. So that is the other thing where only your creatures are essentially blight immune. But the enemy can nevertheless still suffer the effects of blight. Whole bunch of chests. I'll take them. Right, this is that little loop-de-loop was pretty disappointing with not having anything in it. We're still looking for the master. Alright. Has to be in the one part of the realm we haven't been to. Let's hit some fate. Getting a bit of favor. And let's hit the Dragon Master. Okay. Put those out. Now we're getting some nice progress done with this Rune of Prophecies, but we'll hold on to it for a while. Let's go up and out. And man, we find nether stones so often that I don't even remember if we found one that I need to take care of. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna bother checking. I'm just gonna go home. Sorry, I'm not go home. I'm gonna go to the next realm, and then at the end of the episode, or at the next moment where I for sure find one that needs dealing with, I'll head home and I'll get that sorted. This is... Oh, I got 371 and I almost reacted quickly enough to stop myself from clicking, but not quite. But, you know what? Like I said, the silver lining is that this means we just make more progress on that, these are fused with tremors. Yeah. That means we should probably avoid unnecessary combat. Alright, Nertharian. You out. Would be nice if we could hit another favor rank, so I am actually gonna, even though 94, alright. Even though tremors suck, it is kind of cool though that the enemies are fused with tremors, and we found another stone where one of the spells on it is Richter 10. Richter being, you know, the scale for measuring the severity of earthquakes. So that's just a nice little coincidence. Obviously, I don't think the game scripted it or anything, but it's just a cool little bit of happenstance. That was annoying. That's what tremors can do to you, is that for no reason your creatures will just fail to do whatever action they were trying to do. Okay, I do have to pick up this buried treasure. Please stop. Another one of those. Let me take a look at my rune of prophesize. Everything done except for our projects. Alright. Alright. Hit you. I think we are gonna hit another favor rank as well. Or are we? I think we're a little far, because we've already completed the round quest, yeah. So unless there's a lucky candle, then I think we'll make progress towards the next favor rank, but aren't quite gonna hit it in this run. But we're gonna get maybe closer than I thought we would. Yeah, we're gonna get surprisingly close. In fact... Oh, in fact, we're gonna be painfully short. Unless there's something that I missed. Worth taking one last tiny look around, because there is a part of the realm we haven't been in. And that's this little zone. Aha! There's more! Now, this would have been very useful if we were hunting for riddle dwarves. We're not. But we did want that. It's a nice little bonus favor rank. Now we get even more resources from battles. And I guess let's just take a look. Nothing there. Alright, we done. We are done. There was something we had to get rid of, though. I think it was 190 something. 194. Richter 10. Alright, yeah. Just taking a moment to appreciate our newly, slightly redecorated. I don't even know what to call this area. I was gonna call it the hub area, but this entire zone is our hub area. This is just the place where we put the portal and a lot of the other useful things. You know, the this and that and the fusion lab. Looks really nice. .58 is gonna be fine. What did they fuse with Banshees? Would be fine, and I think we should probably be hitting another favor rank here. Alright. This should give us what, 75 or maybe 100? it only gives us 75. I wish it would give us 100 because... Oh god, another nether stone? Yeah. Because these ones only give us 50, I think. Not even we get 37. Oh my god, dude. Too many nether stones. Way too many nether stones. Oh. There's that favor rank we wanted. Alright. Those guys were annoying because they had that Nephilim creature. Alright. You guys are fine. Oh, well, this one has a trait on it. We'll take a look at this when we get home, because right now the game's being annoying. Alright, let's go this way, this way. Alright. Just because we've hit another favor rank doesn't mean we ease off. Oh god, these guys are annoying. Let's get a bit of a jump start for the like a head start. A jump start is an entirely different concept. A bit of a head start on the next one. Ooh, another treasure chest. Any and all treasure chests until we get our achievement for 50,000 treasure chests. I will open. It's weird because I want to open treasure chests, but I don't want them to give me... I wish there was a way to open the treasure chests, but not get any treasure out of them. Which, again, sounds like a psychotic thing to be saying. But it really only makes sense because of the way the end game works in this game. Or in lots of games. In lots of games, when you are grinding for the last few achievements, chances are there's going to be lots of things in the gameplay experience that you simply no longer care about. And you kind of just ignore them. And when you can't ignore them, when the game forces you to do them, you're like, ugh. Like you feel like your time is being egregiously wasted. Alright, what do we feel about this realm? We don't feel that strongly about this realm, but we do feel some kind of way about all of these nether stones that we've got to now take care of. Alright, starting with 201. 250. 201, 250, 271 is the one with the trait on it. 201, 250, 289. 201, 250, 289. And I should have probably looked at the trait while I was on the previous screen, but whatever. One was the one with the trait on it. Manipulate fear. Enemies with weak health. I don't care. I don't care. Let me take a look at my projects. 5 more rounds to get the assassination done. Hunt and raid are gonna be finished pretty quick. Oh, I botched the 360, but then the game gave me 360 right on the very next one. Alright. Alright. Nice. That's the hunt mission ready, but oh god, out of my way. That's the hunt mission ready, but we aren't done with this realm yet because we want to hunt down this master. Ooh, and that is an achievement for Competent Hell Knight 2. Alright, do a bit of this. 75 favor. Another 75 favor. One thing I want to check. I've been ignoring these just because you gotta get through a dialogue box to do it. But how much favor do you get? 100 favor. Maybe it is worth doing those things. Because yeah, it takes a bit of extra time getting through the dialogue box to initiate the combat, which you then obviously also have to complete. But if you get a good amount of favor for it, not necessarily against the concept. Okay, you do have a trait. You have one trait, Dreams of Ice. For 32. After creatures are healed, they gain defense. Honestly, seems like a really good trade. Dodge this treasure golem like the plague, and let's move on. And how far am I from handing in this assassination? Another 4 rounds. I think I might do a couple low-level realms at the end just to get that done. Alright, good with those. Ooh, got some extra free favor. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna start doing these realm objects more often. Obviously contingent on the realm not being obnoxious to fight enemies in. You know, like no reduced indirect damage, no enemy chance to avoid damage. But I guess you get a really good amount of favor for doing all of these. So there is a case to be made for them. Alright, do that, do this. I don't remember what this does. The mirror ball. We get favor? Nah, we just get like a buff. Well, that was a disappointment. hand in those projects. I think what we're gonna do is... Well, let's see how many more rounds to go before we have to fight the false god, because it could be that maybe we've timed it so that we have exactly the amount we need. But I think we're gonna have to do like one extra realm if we want to complete the assassination mission ahead of handing in this Rune of Prophecies. Alright. Oh yeah, and all of the realm objects that used to give us favor, sorry, no, not favor, knowledge, and only knowledge, now give us nothing, because we have maxed out our knowledge ranks with every single creature in the game. But some of them give you other things as well. I think usually you need to gain some favor ranks in order for them to do that. But then a lot of them will give you some sort of stat bonus at least. Won't be completely useless. Alright. I hate it whenever enemies survive my first turn. I hate it. These guys are probably also gonna survive. Nope, they're gonna die. Alright. Guess let's hit you. Alright. Oh, nothing there, but then there's something up and around, possibly even having our last bit of a Twinkling Titanite. Alright. Oh, another treasure golem who I'd like to avoid. Didn't wanna take that loot, but luckily it didn't actually give us anything that we have to worry about. That dude. It seems like the amount of favor that you get from Gonfurion's realm is just really low. Because all of these objects only give you 50 each, where usually it's 75, sometimes even 100. And then there's nothing extra you can do. There's no mini-boss realms, there's no mini-quest to do. Looks like it's just really hard to level up Gonfurion's thing. Alright, so I guess already at the next round. So what we're gonna do is we'll take out Saint Althea. We'll pick up the anointment. And then we'll do some low-level quests to put ourselves... I feel like Saint Althea is safe enough to put at the top of the timeline. We'll do some low-level realm quests, like 2 of them, just to nudge this mission over the edge. Take that. I guess I'll take this. Kinda sucks though. Already donated. Alright. Not taking that. You summoned a dumpling. I don't really care about that. Just stay out of my way and everything will be fine. Immune to attack damage is acceptable. Let's get this dealt with. Oh my god, that sucks. Fuck off. You know what? Let's Life Orb. Where's Life Orb? Oh, you're the one who has Life Orb. Okay. Alright, all creatures ignore the effects of Blighted. Now we have that. Our Heaping Treasure gives us 6,400. We're getting really close to maxing out the Nature Guild. I think if we get around 12 to 13 favor ranks per episode, then within the next 3 weeks, we'll hit 2,700. Which I think is going to be the maximum Nature Guild rank. That's nice. We do have a master to kill. Low level nether stones. Even low level nether stones eventually do need to be dealt with. But those ones are easy because under rarity 170, you know they can never have traits. So unless there's some specific stat that you really want on a nether stone, and then there's no other way for you to get it, unless you're in that situation, you can just blindly destroy every nether stone up until you hit rarity 170. And at that rarity, you can start to get traits. Didn't really want to fight a mimic, but I guess. You summoned a treasure golem? Oh man. Stay away from me, dude. Stay away from me. How far are we from... I didn't even start projects, dude. I'm a doofus. We are... 2, potentially 3 rounds away from finishing this assassination mission. Easy. Bang my knee into the desk. What's wrong with these guys? Stop it. Stop it. Don't care about you. Oh, wait. Very much like to stay out of that treasure golem's way. And let's get a little bit more favor just to round off this realm. Okay. Let's first of all rectify the we killed the master, yeah. Let's first of all rectify the mistake I made by not having projects running, by letting ourselves start a, I don't know, let's do another experiment mission, let's do another forge mission, I guess. And we're gonna do some low level realms You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna have realm instability. We'll not worry about realm instability. We know that there are going to be no masters in these realms. And we know that there are going to be no issues with realm properties. So all we gotta do is we gotta hit our objectives and run. I guess we can pick up a few of these project materials. But like it's not like we're looking for... I mean, exotic realms would be nice to find, I guess. Smashing up more stuff would be fine. Opening more chests is fine. Alright. Alright, let's get this finished. Training mission ready to hand in, but we're not going to. We're gonna hold on to it for... Well, I guess no, we have to hand it in now, because otherwise it'll get automatically handed in when we do the when we hand in the assassination. Same with this pilgrimage. Maybe I should have just handed it in and not worried about the, sorry, like handed in the, Rune of Prophecies and not worrying about the, about the missions. Sorry, like, not worrying about finishing the assassination mission. But at this point, I'm in too deep. We need to potentially do 2 more realms. Oh no, dude. I need to forfeit this realm. I need to forfeit this realm. Oh no, dude. I need to... Oh no. Enemies have no fusions. How are we gonna find an enemy that... that survives against us? Oh god, we're fucked. Completely fucked. Well, you know what? What if I just... Let me check something. You know what? This is actually an interesting thing to check. Let me go to my achievements. Let me go to Realm Achievements. And let's go to Destructible Objects. It's 93,795. Now, if I do this... It's 797, and I guess let's... and do this as well. Now, if I go to save game, save and restart, will it save whatever progress I'd made in that realm. I'm wasting so much time by doing this. Achievement, relevant achievements. So, yeah, it will. It just won't. You won't get credit for finishing the realm. I wish you could just on the realm depth, like keep it frozen at a certain realm depth if you don't want to constantly change it every single time. Anyway, that was a bit of a disappointment. How long is this episode going? It's coming close to an hour and a half, which is about that time where it's, you know, a little bit too long. Anyway, let's get this. There we go. And I'm not even gonna worry about the excuse me, about the 4080 mini quest. Yeah, you can get a lot of favor for it, but if it gets completed incidentally on the... Fuck off, dude. I don't want to fight mimics. If it gets completed incidentally on the way to wherever the exit is, which is... Where is it, man? Which is there. Then it'll get completed. If it isn't on the way there, then sucks. Then sucks. Yep. For some reason I thought this was a master, but it wasn't. We're so close to finishing this 4080 mini quest. Let's take a look down. Could it be in the immediate vicinity? Oh, I thought that was gonna be it. There we go. 450 favor. We didn't have to waste it. Now, hopefully we hand in the assassination first. Yes. Brilliant. Now, with our other projects ready to hand in, we can go into our Rune of Prophecies, hand in a fully completed 12-line Rune of Prophecies. Now, our new rune is asking us to do 1 training mission, 2 pilgrimage missions. We can wipe one of those off right now. So I think we are going to keep this. 4 Nether Realms is very tough. Admittedly very tough, as is 5 Pandemonium Shrines. Very, very tough. But in the interest of not having things drag on for too long, actually, you know what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna try once to get a different Rune of Prophecies. Just once. And what's gonna happen is this next Rune of Prophecies is gonna be so horrible that I'm gonna wish I'd kept the earlier one. But since this episode is going long anyway, let's just go all in on this one. And the next Rune of Prophecies is asking us to do what? Arena? Well, I'll even be okay with arena combat. 1 forge mission is doable. Oh no, not 10 arena combats, dude. Not 10 arena combat. That's too much. That's way too much. I really should have just kept, I should have just kept the first one. Really should have just kept the first one, but I guess this is how we're ending the episode. Oop. What do you want me to do? 3 missions, treasure golem, 3 riddles. This one actually seems like a really nice rune of prophecy, so this one we are going to keep only 15 of those. Okay, slot machines, and that's the only slot machines in Siralim, and that's the only gambling we have to do. Okay, and that's the only gambling we have to do. We don't even have to kill a specific false god. I think I might do one more bounty against Saint Althea. Just so that I can say I finished the Shadowbringer anointments. Just don't give me extra turns. Just don't give me. Oh, okay, good. Just barely dodged that. I think slots was that what I had to do. Yeah. Okay, that's done. Is there some specific mission I had to run? Not really. We just got to make sure that we find a treasure golem and 4 Pando shrines. Right, so now let's hand in our stuff. Start a new assassination mission, and we're golden. Pilgrimage with anybody who's at 83 or below. That's quite a few of you. Might as well just do more training missions. And assassination of... We're still on the Forsakens, but we've only got 3 of them left. We'll do you, or we're running all of our projects. You know, yeah, let's set that bounty against Saint Althea. Staying with the Nature Guild. And I think we're ready to call this. Okay, let's reflect on what we accomplished this episode. Only 1 achievement gained, and that was for the Hell Knight. Because there are going to be no more master achievements, we got them all done. So from now on, the only achievements we're going to see popping are for really long, grindy things. That was the only one we got done there. Speaking of long, grindy things, let's take a look at how we're doing for creature parts. Ooh, all the way up to 6.5 for another 1,000th of that mission accomplished. Alright, now let's take a look at some more our character achievements. We're on the Hell Knight realm achievements. We had it in one more Nether synthesis mission. So we're gonna be getting an achievement soon for 100,000 Stardust. But we're gonna have to get a lot of Stardust to get that maxed out. We also handed in 1 more Rune of Prophecies, almost at 400, with another 12 lines completed. Lands us at 3,029. Pretty good. Let's also take a look at some of our realm achievements, and then I think we will wrap up and end. We're getting close to 88,000 for refreshing our realm properties. We're getting close to 94,000 for destructible objects. And we are slightly below half that for resource nodes. And we need to open less than 1,600 more treasure chests. A lot of these things were getting pretty up there, but it's gonna take a while to you know, go over the edge and actually finish them for good. And I think that about wraps it up for now. So I think we're gonna call it good. I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Hope you'll join me next week. And also, I know I'm probably gonna change my mind, but at this point I'm pretty sure I'm done decorating. I'm pretty sure I'm happy with how things look. The only question is, how does this area look? It looks great. The only thing is, I wish we could have maybe something in the corner. What a classic me move. Say you're done decorating, but what if? Hear me out. What if we added an altar to Erebus? Like a tribute to Erebus? Tribute to an... Hang on. How do you unlock the different tributes? Because if we had unlocked the tribute of Erebus, it would look so nice, right? Just in this corner. This is the wrong tribute, by the way. Maybe this is what I'm gonna do in between this episode and the next episode. I'm gonna see, does every single god have this tribute object available? And if so, does like, is there something specific you have to do to unlock that? Oh, you know what you probably have to do? It probably becomes available to buy in the god shop. Probably becomes available to buy in the god shop once you go past some specific favor rank. So next episode, this is what we'll do. We'll try and figure out, can we get the tribute to Erebus? We'll put it in this corner, and I think that is what's going to complete this room. And then maybe, probably not, but maybe, I'll finally be done decorating, at least for now. Anyway, that's going to be all for this one. Until the next time, take care.